Welcome to your Monday Minute. It's February 17th, and I am Paige Margaret. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend. And as we get underway, I invite you to take a breath, maybe a stretch, as we get underway in our next minute together. Today, I want to talk with you about relationships, what I commonly hear in my office behind closed doors, an alternative way. It's probably no surprise that what we often experience or hear in relationship is that something is missing. There should be more, and in worst case scenario, I didn't sign up for this. When I tease that out a little bit and get a little bit more detail, people often share with me three very common scenarios. The first of those is that in some ways, people feel held back, stuck, or trapped. A second common scenario is that people feel unseen, unpartnered with, very alone and unsatisfied. And third is that people feel taken for granted, unappreciated, and even disregarded or minimized. Now, all of these concerns, though valid, are usually based on some social construct or role demand. What I mean by that is, because you are my spouse or my best friend, or because you love me, then you are supposed to do X. Unfortunately, relationships don't work that way, and that thinking or that viewpoint is rarely effective or transformative. What we know is transformative and effective in relationships, whether it's a best friend relationship, an employee-employer relationship, or a romantic loved one, is that when we come from our spiritual essence and identity into our roles and into our physical situations, that is the way that we are most transformative and most effective. So I orient and identify with myself as a soul or a being of light or a child of God. And from that centering and love, inspiration and wisdom, I bring that into the relational realities, such as the interactions, the circumstances, the disappointments. This has a divine order that illumines and inspires and brings forth possibility. I'd like to invite you out to Love Actually on Thursday, February 20th at 6:45, because we are going to talk more about this, and you might be blown away at what A Course in Miracles, Marianne Williamson, and Eckhart Tolle all share in common at the heart of relationships that will illumine what I'm sharing with you. That when we participate in our relationships in a divine order that grounds us in and sources us in our spiritual identity, and then we live into our relational realities, it changes everything. I hope you'll come out on Thursday at 6:45 for Love Actually. I'll see you then.